And welcome back, everyone. I'm Brian, and Eduardo's here too.
Yes, I am.
That's pretty much how we're opening these videos from now on. So, I'm here, Eduardo's here, whatever, sure.
Yeah, but you say it so lacklusterly.
Eduardo's here
I'm
too.
Brian, and Eduardo's.
And Eduardo. He followed me home again.
Look,
I drove him to New
you
Jersey
promised
and I
me
left
candy, and if you don't give me candy...
Well, that was only in the white van with no windows.
You know what? So I was going to work on Tuesday.
Whoa.
No. This will make sense. This will make sense.
Okay, I'm really concerned now.
No, I was going to
Is
work.
this a confession? Do I need to
No. It's not a confession. It's something I saw. I'm going to work. I'm walking past down the parking lot of the Giant that I work at. On the very far side of the parking lot, I see this. It's a gray van, not a white van.
Yeah.
And on the side, written in huge letters, it just says "windowless van." And I'm just like, well, at least they're telling people, you know, they're snatching up kids.
It's just, or they're just saying, yeah, we have a van that has no windows, which you could probably.
But it did have windows. That was the thing.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. And
It's a little weird.
Then I saw like a dude who looked like a stoner walk out of it. So I was like, okay,
Maybe that's why it's a windowless van.
It should be an airtight van.
Airtight.
It was just one of those things that I was like, oh.
Sorry, I had
happened.
to chuckle at something I remember watching a while ago. If you
You
guys,
don't laugh at my jokes now?
I was laughing at your joke, but that kind of segued my brain into something else. It was an episode of Top Gear where they're all making, and this is the UK Top Gear, not like the American Top Gear or Australian. So in the British Top Gear, at one point they are challenged to make amphibious vehicles, and basically they take whatever road cars they have. One's a van, one's a convertible, and the other's a pickup truck, and they all decide, let's make boats out of them. So they
Which,
do.
I mean, is the logical choice.
Naturally, it's the first thing I think of when I get a new car. And so basically, the one who Richard, the small little hamster guy, they call
Everyone
him.
calls him Hammond.
His name is Richard Hammond, and they call him Hamster because he's small and pockets. Oh yeah, and whatever just happened there, he kind of just floated and then fell straight through the ground.
I mean, whatever works, really.
Glitches with old man snitches. Sorry, Gerard, that I'm stealing your phrase, but anyway. So Richard Hammond is the one that was modifying the van to make it into a cabin cruiser kind of thing, like a really slow-moving kind of river canal kind of boat thing. And the thing about what they have to do is they have to make it amphibious, so it can't just be a boat. It has to drive on land and drive on the water.
Can it be a boot?
It can be a boot.
A boot?
So as they're going from point A to point B to test their boats, and while they're driving on land, Richard is going up a hill, and you see his cabin filling with smoke.
Oh god!
Because the engine
That's
is like
totally a thing to happen.
The engine is burning the flotation foam that he put into the engine bay because he was yeah. So you just see him driving up with a cabin full of smoke, and the other presenter, Jeremy Clarkson, he's driving past
tall
him.
guy.
Yeah, the tall guy with pubes for hair. He drives
That's
by.
an appropriate description, actually.
That is basically how they describe him on the show as well. So he drives by and he's just looking by and he's like, it's like the West Jamaican dope smoking team.
God.
And he's like, oh god.
Why is it West Jamaican? Can it just be like? Is
Sure,
there
fine.
a distinction between West and East Jamaica?
The Jamaican dope smoking team.
That totally reminds me of a scene in Futurama when it's the day parade.
Oh, yes.
And
They have a
and it's
float.
like, they have a float. It's like the Jamaican float. Oh no, they're going towards the Dorito float.
Hey.
I love that show
So yeah,
so
we're making
much.
out with the Naiad, by the way.
What is that?
Naiads are Poseidon's daughters, and
I
they're
don't
basically
think he'd be okay with that.
they're basically guardians of the sea, and I like doing the spinny thing underwater because it's fun. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water because my story kind of dried my throat out. But yeah.
Because it was such an intensive story.
That was an intense story. If you guys watch Top Gear, try and find that episode. It's awesome. I might be able to put a clip in, but I already edited these, so I'm probably not. So sorry.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, if you find both of the naiads and just I guess you're making out with
just
them.
force yourself. To
Yeah,
make
you're
out.
forcefully making out with them. You get a phoenix feather.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not too
That's
bad.
useful to know.
Yep, it's one of the many that you can get. Oh,
Still, but one more always helps.
Yes, it does. Especially since it increases your magic when you get 6. And this part sucks. You go into Poseidon's mouth, and you have to like do the charge thing because the cavern starts collapsing on itself. And oh my god, then the blades start coming out, and if you could barely make that. And I died one time when I was doing my test run of this. It wasn't fun. It was
I
not
bet.
fun.
I bet.
But now that we did that, now we're in this room that conveniently has a weird camera angle, so you can't tell where the
Where all the banging is coming from.
Yeah, it's like
You can hear it.
you can see.
Is there a
hear
drum
stuff.
circle nearby?
Apparently,
Oh, gee willikers, guys.
Gee Willikers.
I wanted to use
We're
that.
in the 50s. Oh gosh.
Who says we're not?
Oh my god. It's like Fallout 3 with the Gek. Not the Gek. That's not the Gek. That's the oh shit. What is it? If you guys haven't played Fallout 3, close your ears. It's the point where in Fallout 3 you go to you're basically in a computer simulation. You're in the Matrix basically, but it's the 1950s.
Isn't that Vault 108?
Yes, I believe. I think it is 108. And so, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah. We're not doing Fallout 3.
That's too long.
That will not be a Let's Play that we'll do, because we're going to try and...
Won't do any Fallout games, really.
Yeah, because they're way too long. It's like every other RPG, like adventure
Yeah,
RPG
if you guys
like
want us to do RPGs, tell us specific missions if you want us to do them. We
Or-
won't be doing a game as a whole.
Yeah, like Oblivion or Skyrim, we won't be doing that. We
Yeah.
would
Mass
do things
Effect
like...
3 upset us.
We would do things like, main quest exclusively or something like that, and cut out everything else and do everything
On
else off
super easy, so
On
you
super
just
easy,
you don't
yeah.
spend time killing, people.
or dying,
Yeah.
or doing things like, oh, I want you to do the Thieves Guild, like storyline or something like that.
Yeah,
which-
we could do. Well, the Thieves Guild one isn't too bad. That one you can beat in like a day if you.
yeah,
really
that's not
force
too
yourself
bad. That's
to.
not too bad.
Yeah.
I like the Thieves Guild. It gives
We
you the
won't do Morrowind though.
Yeah.
No matter how you slice that game is long.
yeah, it's too long. and
Even if you were to cheat your way through the game, it is long because the problem is
unless you do a speed run, which we're not good at speed running.
even doing speedruns, because if you do any of the guilds, because it requires a certain loyalty, so you actually have to
Oh,
do
I'm
certain
talking like
missions
I'm talking like a speed run that's done like 45 minutes.
of
Morrowind,
Morrowind.
yeah.
You can't do it in 45 minutes.
Yeah, you can.
I've never seen that in 45 minutes.
They did it for one of the Games Done Quick charity streams. It was
They got lucky.
It was mind blowing. No, it was you manipulate a lot of stuff.
Oh well,
It's like
I guess if you're sitting there and you're manipulating stuff, then yeah, I guess.
But you're not like typing in commands.
Well,
That's
no,
how-
I didn't think so. But if because you can trigger certain actions.
Yeah,
doing
luck
certain moves.
manipulation. and
But if you
things
play
like
it the
that.
way it's meant to be played, there's no way you can get through
Oh,
that game.
no,
in
of
45
course
minutes.
not.
The main storyline at least would take you a few hours to get through.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would not.
Particularly if you leave the difficulty at the normal place it's at, and you don't cheat your way through the game at all, it'll take a while. At least for me, it will. 10 years later, still have yet to finish the main storyline.
See,
That is truth, actually.
I've never played Morrowind, so.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh yeah, and this
I mean,
part. This
you
part's-
also started at Oblivion, so you probably won't even find it all that enjoyable.
Oh no, probably not.
Because it's so radically different.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, but this part
I
is.
don't think there aren't any sharks.
Yeah, this part is really annoying. Basically, you have
This looks
to
annoying.
you have to beat these wooden walls, and if you get caught, you die. There is no.
You just get numbed if you're
Mm-hmm.
too far up.
Yep, and if you get caught, you basically get crushed to death. That is
That's-
basically how things
That's
go.
nice.
Which is not very fun. It's nice, but it's not fun. Painful. Oh, this room. This room really has. This one is one of those rooms that makes you think. Mainly because it doesn't explicitly state where you have to go, which I guess is a lot of rooms in this game,
Yeah.
or especially the Pandora's Temple. But as we see, as the temple progresses, Pathos Verities, his designs become more and more elaborate, which, you know, you could argue, okay, it's mainly because as the temple progresses, he wants to make it more and more of a challenge for people who are worthy, but we'll see other reasons as to why it gets more and more difficult as the temple goes
Maybe because
on.
it's a game.
Well, that too. But
In the lore of the game.
The in-game lore is a different reason of the programmers wanted it that way.
I do appreciate it when games do that they figure out clever reasons why certain things that are very game centric happen, like difficulty, you know, like difficulty increases, or the reason someone can only do this thing now, or something like that. Not you, Other M. You suck.
I was gonna say the only time that's not good is when it's shoehorned in.
Like, how hard was it to just be like, oh, your suit's damaged, or be like, oh yeah, by the way, we didn't develop this yet.
Yeah.
Like how hard would it be to just be like, oh, by the way, we can ship this to you now so you can use this, instead of it being like, oh, by the way, I'm your commanding officer, even though you clearly work alone, you're not allowed to use this. What?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What? They clearly had no understanding of who Samus was.
Yeah, That's for when we eventually, if we ever do Metroid Prime or something, which I want to do Metroid Prime, but
We have to find a way to streamline that, because that got ridiculous.
It was, and also it's because it's a Nintendo game, so we're gonna have to kind of figure out how we're gonna do that.
Partners.
What?
Nintendo has a partners program of their own.
I know, but yeah.
That's the only way we'd be able to do it. At least as of right now.
Unless we try and like go under the radar. And
What's gonna happen when Smash Bros comes out? Because there's gonna be a ton of videos of that.
it's gonna be like what was it with Mario Kart 8 when they just did copyright claims on all the videos that were put out so they can make money off.
I feel like
it.
Nintendo does not understand the internet.
No, they really don't. They're unfortunately, for as good of a company that they seem to be,
Seem is a good word.
they're not very in tune with their customer base, I don't think.
No, you're absolutely right.
But this puzzle is very interesting. Since there's no other way out, you have to use the lever, jump in, and just go all the way to the last pillar. At the very bottom, there's an elevator.
Oh, that's cool. At least now.
It took me so long to figure this out when I first played it. It's like, where the hell do I go?
He should have totally like cartoon got splat on the top.
He kind of did. It actually has physics. Like
That's
you get stuck against the ceiling, but you know, what can you do? It's Kratos. He's swimming. He doesn't have to breathe.
Kratos. Kratos?
I've always heard it pronounced Kraken.
Kraken. Like Clay Kraken.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, we're back in this room.
Oh, Jesus.
So
You're
yeah,
right. It does all loop.
Yeah, but we'll see you guys in the next episode when we do more Pandora's Temple. See ya.
Bye.
Almost there.